Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ebony and this video might be littered with sniffles all over again. I am still getting over my cold. I have my mint chocolate chip hot chocolate here with me because it is officially cold now in Pennsylvania, even though like last week I was telling y'all it was 80 degrees or something crazy. Anyway, it's cold now and I have a cold, and this video I will struggle through as well to tell you guys all about my hair type. Let's just jump right into it. First things first, if you guys have seen my 6 months post big chop video, I can link that above here in the eye. Totally check that out. But in the frequently asked questions section, I went over the fact that the most common question I get on my channel is, what is your hair type? And I proceeded to explain that I don't really like to hair type because it doesn't give you any valuable information. More or less, I think we should call it texture typing. You know, because hair type can include a whole bunch of things, but texture typing does not really give you a lot of valuable information. And mostly because a lot of people are going based off of different charts, so they're measuring texture in different ways. And in my head, if you put like, hey, this is a black person, hey, this is an Asian person, hey, this is an Indian person in front of me, it's just categories and they're just labels, and outside of them being labels, it's not beneficial information. It's not going to give you any more than you had before. It's just going to give you a preconceived category. And while categories can be beneficial sometimes, okay, with texture typing, I don't believe that they are, unless you are looking for any kind of clip-ins to match textures. Outside of that, girl. So what I really want to go over in this video is my porosity level. Whenever people ask me what my hair type is, I am automatically just going to go into porosity, density, coarseness level, you know, because that is beneficial information for you. And this video, I'm going to be going over my porosity level. I filmed an entire video basically going over the strand test. If you put like a strand of your hair in a piece of water, if you put like a strand of your hair in a piece of water, if you put like a piece, what is wrong with me? I cannot talk. If you put a strand in water and just let it sit and then measure where it falls in the glass of water, then you will know whether your hair is medium, low, or high porosity. Originally on my channel, I was claiming low porosity hair now that I'm natural, but I think it's more medium to low porosity now because I have different porosity levels on my head, just like I have different textures of hair on my head and different densities in different places. So I'm just going to go over that very quickly. The definition of porosity, as stated by Google, is porosity or void fraction is the measure of void spaces in a material. And hair porosity is your hair's ability to absorb water. So I'm basically going to be going over how well my hair absorbs water or does not absorb water. What I can tell you is that your hair shaft is like a Christmas tree, and so if the Christmas tree is like all tied up and it's like super smooth, you know, all of the branches like are like shoot, they're like all the way down, that would be considered low porosity. If they are slightly lifted, then it is medium porosity, and if they are all the way lifted / open, if your hair shaft is all the way open, then it's very high porosity. So high porosity hair, it absorbs water very quickly, but water also evaporates out of it extremely quickly. And if you have high porosity hair, then your hair would end up at the bottom of the glass. If you have medium porosity hair, your hair shaft is slightly open and it absorbs water and it would probably float towards the middle of the glass. And if you have a low porosity hair, your hair shaft is mostly closed and it floats towards the top. It does not absorb water very well at all, unless it's aided usually with heat. Which is why I deep condition with heat once a week, you guys know. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into the demo portion and you guys will see my results there.
I was checking this girl next door when her parents went out. She phone say, hey boy, come on right around. So I knock at the door, you were standing with a bottle of red wine, ready to pour, dressed in long black satin, legs to the floor. So when I said, I'm stuck in St. Grace, told me about jacuzzi, sounded interesting. So we jumped right in. All calls diverted to answer the phone. Please leave a message after the tone. Me and her parents were kinda cool, but they were the fine line between me and you. We were just doing things and people loved you. Parents trying to find out what we were up to, saying, why were you creeping round? 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 Why were you creeping round?
Hey guys, so I went ahead and moved things over here because it's an all white background, so I figured the hair would be easier to see. But let's just go to cup number 1, if my camera will ever focus. You can see the hair, it's right there. So this is cup number 1. It has the 3C texture in it, the loosest texture that I have on my head, and it is floating at the top. This strand of hair is floating at the top. Oh, I forgot to mention the time. It has been over an hour. It is 5:41 right now. And when I put it in, it was like 4:35. So it has been over an hour and the hair is floating at the top for the 3C texture. Cup number 2. This is my coily texture. I would consider this 4A. And the piece of hair is floating at the top. That is right there. That has not gone anywhere either. However, this is not the original piece of coily hair that I put in the beginning of the video because I felt like the coily piece of hair was sticking to the side and it was altering the results. So I went and I pushed it around to try and make it be in the middle of the cup, and it ended up sinking to the bottom. So I got another piece of coily hair, and that's that. And that's been sitting for like 45 minutes, but I doubt the results would differ in the time. But this is also low porosity. It is floating at the top. It has not sank whatsoever. No piece of the hair is under the water. It is all on the top, like one of those water bugs, like water spiders. No piece of the hair has sank at all. It is all floating on the top. And cup number 3. It is my kinkiest texture. I would say this is probably 4B. If you guys watch my videos, my styling videos, you know that this is like along the sides of my ears, where my hair grows along the sides. That's this texture. And this is also floating on the top. This is also not the original piece of hair. The original piece of hair, again, like cup 2, was sticking to the side. And when I pushed it around, it sank to the bottom. I don't know if you can see it There you go. But it had started floating back up to the top for a second, and then it started floating back down to the bottom. It was really weird. It was really weird. Anyway, this hair has been sitting for like 45-50 minutes and has floated completely at the top. It has not sank whatsoever. So this is again the 4B-esque texture. You guys know I don't really like to hair type because I don't feel like texture identification is valuable information. It's just labeling, and I still don't really see the point. Unless you're trying to like texture match for wigs and weaves and clip-ins or anything like that. But this is my porosity. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the demo portion of the video. You guys saw that my hair is low porosity. I was just claiming low porosity mostly. I have since changed to medium to low porosity because I have different porosity levels all over my head, just based off of where they're located and how closed the hair shaft is. But I wanted to tell you guys that because that's the most beneficial information that I can give you right now about my hair type. You know, I don't really think, again, that the texture categories are going to benefit you. They're not. It's just not valuable information in my opinion. Back when I was relaxed, I was high porosity. Back when I was texlaxed, my hair was probably normal or medium porosity. And now that I'm natural, my hair is definitely like low or medium to low. But with regards to product recommendations and stuff, I think this is the kind of information that would help you out the most, because right now, you know, I'm doing a leave-in conditioner series, and whether or not my hair responds well to something, it may or may not work for you. And this is probably something you would need to know as to whether or not you should listen to my recommendations or how my hair reacts to certain stuff. This is a pretty big determining factor. So I just wanted to come on and make this video. It is probably super simple, and if you guys have been natural for a while, you know this information. For my beginners, then hey girl, now you know. But I just wanted you guys to know, you know, hair typing, again, is not my forte. So if you ask me that question from this point forward, I will probably just go right into porosity levels and stuff. Texture typing is not my thing, we'll say. Yeah, texture typing. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I wasn't sniffling too much throughout all of it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, leave those down below in the comment section. And come subscribe to my corner of the YouTube universe, where I am channeling natural hair videos and music videos because I sing. And if you do, then I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. So, side note, let me know if you guys like my puff. This is my very first, I repeat, very first attempt at the puff. I feel like the back of my hair was long enough to actually put up far enough. Anyway, let me know. Let me know how I did, you guys. Let me know how I did with the puff.